is Marissa. I host NJ Mom TV and all of our videos on the site, social media stuff. I have 3 little ones, 5 and under. I've been very used to saying 3 little ones under 5. My oldest just turned 5 and so yeah, so there's okay. And we're so excited to have you with us. So please come on in, say hello, let us know a little bit about you in the comments as we get things kicked off. A couple things that we'd like to do here each week. We started doing these lives really at the beginning of the pandemic last spring, and every week we just really like to give a moment of thanks and appreciation for all of our frontline workers who are still dealing with so much throughout this and have been there every step of the way. We have a lot of healthcare workers and mamas who join us week to week, or those who have family members, spouses on the front lines. So appreciate you, appreciate all you do. Thank you so much for everything you've been doing this past year now. Hard to believe, coming up on a year here in a couple weeks. A couple other things that we just like to let you guys know about. Week after week, we always like to kind of give a shout out on some new articles up on the site. If you haven't had a chance to check them out on njmom.com, we will drop these in the chat comments for you. So if anything stands out to you, if you want to come back to it later, please give that a look. And if you're coming on in for our bar class, just a couple things to keep in mind as well. So if you're settling on in and getting ready to join us for the virtual class with Nadia in just a few minutes, we do want you to have like a chair, sturdy chair, or a countertop will work, a table, something you can hold on to steady yourself. If you have a set of light weights, those are great. If those aren't available or you don't have them or they're upstairs in the kids' room and they're sleeping, soup cans, water bottles, those will work perfect too. And then if you have a soft core ball, workout ball, bring that along. But if not, a pillow will do. So that's it. And I'm in my comfies and ready to get our bar on in a few minutes here. All right, let's talk about some of the things up on njmom.com. Want to touch on those, and we'll put those in the chat for you if you haven't had a chance to check them out. Every week we do a series called NJ Mompreneur of the Week. Those drop on Mondays. We always feature some amazing mamas who have such interesting businesses and dedicate so much to their businesses as well as to their families, of course. And we love telling their stories. We love sharing their stories. I had the opportunity to write this week's Mompreneur of the Week, and I loved hearing about her and all that she does. Olanle Williams-Ali, who is the CFO of Mancini Duffy, which is a tech-based architecture firm, incredible clients like Peloton and Bellworks here in New Jersey. And then she's also sort of a serial entrepreneur, as she described herself. So she has other ventures. She has 2 nonprofits. Both of them give back to causes in Nigeria, and she raised enough money to build a school there. So just an absolutely incredible mama, beautiful, beautiful family. Definitely give her story a look if you're looking for a little inspiration to kind of kick off the week, get through the middle of the week as we move through. And then a couple other favorites on the site. One is kid-friendly things to do this week. Always a favorite. We always hear from you guys how much you love our roundups we do week after week with all of the kid-friendly events going on. And so this week, obviously, a lot of schools are on break. So I know you mamas are looking for things to do with the family. So a couple just quick shout outs from that article. We have the Black History Month Kids Craft Class. That is happening in Livingston. So if you're looking for a little midday activity later this week, it's on the 18th. So that's Thursday. So that's happening in Livingston. That's a great one. There's also a really cool festival happening in Cranford this weekend called the Fire and Ice Festival. I thought this was such a cute idea. There's an ice sculpture there, a sculptor there. And then they also are combining that with fiery things like wings. So just something cool and fun to do with the family, and kind of a little something for you and dad or you and mom or whoever you're with, kids and parents. And then there's also a lot of nature walks. We've been talking about these week after week. And so this week there's a really cute one in Tenafly, and it has to do with owls. So it's an owl exhibit at the Tenafly Nature Center, and then there are opportunities to walk the trails and things like that as well. So we're talking about all of those on the Kid Friendly Things to Do article this week. And then another great one that is personally up my alley because I am a foodie and I love to eat and I love to explore all of New Jersey's food, scenes in various parts of the state. So this is a great one. It's 11 delicious winter farmers markets in New Jersey. I know I just think the farmers market summer thing. They're definitely added to my list. I was like, yes, I have to go there. So give that a look if you're looking for something to do. So that's what we have up on NJ Mom this week. We'd love to see your photos. We've been seeing so many great snow pictures that you guys are sending in. Please keep hashtagging NJ Mom, tag us NJ Mom. We'd love to see your pictures and see all your cuties just enjoying this winter, as different as it looks. So keep them coming. And we also have a cover photo of the week contest on Facebook that we do. We randomly choose, we randomly choose 5 cover photos of the week each week. So if you would like to be featured as our cover photo of the week, all you have to do is comment on the cover photo post on our Facebook. So you'll see those articles I mentioned in the comment links here. Still, just if you're coming on in, I see some people just coming in. Welcome, and we'd still love to hear a little bit about you guys and where you're from, how old your kids are, and how long you've been following NJ Mom. If you're a new follower, if you have been with us week after week, we welcome you back. I'm really excited for our guests tonight and to get our bar on. So hope you guys are excited too. I'm gonna bring in Nadia now without further ado. We're gonna chat for a few minutes first about her and about what she does and all of that fun stuff and just self-care for us and carving that out. And then we'll jump into the class in just a few minutes. So I'm gonna bring her in now. Hello, my friend, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm good, it's so good to see you.
Good to see you too.
So Nadia, I want to just give you an opportunity to tell everybody a little bit about you, about NMFit, and what you do and what you've been doing really throughout the pandemic with your virtual options for mamas.
Sure. Hi, everybody. I'm Nadia Murdoch. My company is NMFit. I'm a mindset and movement expert. And basically what that means is that I help you marry your mind and body together. I feel like it's so important that you can make a lot of headway in your fitness goals. But if your mind is not there to catch up, it's not complete wellness, right? So I really help bring that together through coaching and through my classes and through body positivity and all that good stuff because it all comes together. And then through the pandemic, that's actually when I made my shift. I was actually pregnant during the pandemic. And so I felt like everything just aligned appropriately. I started focusing on mindset just before the pandemic hit. And then, it just all fell into place. And so that's when my virtual classes happened because we all had to pivot, we all had to shift. And so that has just opened a whole new world for me of meeting people internationally. I've had students in Brazil and Spain. And so it's been really, really, really nice. And I've been able to reach so many more women.
That's amazing. And I just want to just a shout out for a second because we spoke, I think it was over the summer. It was right after you had your baby, right?
Yeah.
So how old's your baby now?
He'll be 7 months on the 20th.
7 months? Oh my God.
I know, right?
That seems like it was the other day.
I know.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Time flies.
Sure
what a time to welcome in a new member of the family. I'm sure it's been crazy. And I'm sure what you teach and what you share with other moms has helped you personally, in this time. So can you talk a little bit about that? I mean, I think all of us as moms, one of the common things that we talk about week after week here, and we've heard so much about from our NJ Mom community is how do I find time to take care of myself? How do I make that a priority when it literally feels like there are not enough hours to every day? And so what are you like sharing with moms about that? And what are you implementing about that with yourself?
So I'm my own client too. So just remembering that every day is going to be different. different. So some days I'll be able to have more time to devote to myself, and some days I may not. But that doesn't mean that I still can't do something for myself, whether it's dry brushing or a mask or, you know, just watching my favorite show. I think it's important that when you reset with those simple things, it makes you a better mom, it makes you a better you. And if you're not the best version of yourself, you can't be the best in your business and in your family. So it's easier said than done, especially if it's not something that you do, but you'll really see a shift in your energy, in your, you know, mood, and how it affects everyone around you. So I think it's important to try to prioritize that as much as possible.
Let's talk a little bit about your classes and kind of your niche and your method. So you're a barre instructor, but you incorporate the mindset into that. So can you tell us a little bit about like how that all works and kind of what mamas can expect when we get started in a few minutes?
For sure. So all the time that I've been teaching, I've always been incorporating the importance of self-image, you know, being positive, being kind to yourself, self-talk to yourself. So whether you're a mom or not a mom or a new mom or soon to be mom, it's so easy to beat ourselves up and say, you know, we're not good enough and stuff like that. So I've always incorporated that in my class. So when that came together for me over the summer, you know, just embodying mindset into my class. Now adding meditation, wrapping it all together, walking away with the physical component and then ending with the mindful component. It's just so important because again, I feel like sometimes you're walking away from one part and not paying attention to the other. And so, I mean, some of the healthiest people I know physically were neglecting their mental health. So especially now, I think this is just a great way. 5-minute meditation can open a world of things that you never thought about, journaling or, you know, tapping or anything, you know, and that's just all I want. I just want it to become a lifestyle for women.
So what's the format of the class like? Like what should we prepare ourselves for as we dive in here in a minute?
So, you know, typical class, warm up, you know, upper body, core, all that good stuff. And then we wind down towards the end. I will get you guys in your position, whether it's seated or laying down, and we'll just dive into like a quick 5-minute meditation. And 5 minutes is all you need if that's all you have. If you have more, go for it. But if not, like I think the thing is when people think of mindfulness and things like that, they need an hour, or the same thing with a workout, and you really don't, you know, it's just those few minutes to yourself, just to be present, just to be, not to think about what you have to do, but just be in the moment is so helpful.
I love that. Sin is just joining us. Hi, Sin. It's okay. We haven't started the class yet. She said, oh, sorry, I'm late. No, it's all right. We're just chatting about everything before we dive in. We're going to start the class in a minute, but glad you're here. So Nadia, that's all great. I think that this is going to be perfect kind of as we round out our night and, you know, kind of wind down our night. One other question for you before we get started, just any takeaway tips that you have for mamas to kind of work in, as you mentioned, you know, sometimes we don't have a half hour, sometimes we don't have 20 minutes, sometimes we have 5 minutes. So whether meditation, we know important also, but even for workout purposes, I see you share sometimes stuff on social media about just little things you can kind of work into the day. So anything you share on that we can kind of work in tomorrow, maybe when we don't have 20 minutes.
For sure, yeah. So, I mean, if you're like me, you're always at the playground, right? So sometimes moms take this moment to sit on the sidelines and just have their kids play, but maybe this is a great opportunity if you don't have other time slots to run around with your kids. Quick 30 minutes running around with a toddler or a young one will definitely get your heart rate up, and you'll feel that movement just totally shifts your energy. All that air, you know, that oxygen you're breathing in, the movement of your body, it just resets you big time. So that's one quick way. Also, if you're on a phone call, like taking phone calls during the day, maybe stand up, maybe walk, maybe if you're doing a walk with your kids, a stroller ride. There's so many things that we do sitting that we can start doing moving. And those are my quick tips on those.
Yeah, I love that. I hope that's something so easy to just incorporate in when you're on the phone and you don't need to be in front of your computer. I mean, just walk around the living room if you like. I'm totally doing that because you forget, you get so ingrained into what your routine is, and you feel, especially right now, like when we can carve out time in our desks, I think we sort of chain ourselves to them. I know I do, because it's really hard with 3 little ones at home. Like, so when they're occupied and I can like bang out a few minutes of work, I'm like, but if I'm on the phone and I don't need to be doing that, I should be walking. That's a great, I'm doing that tomorrow.
And I think we complicate it. And like when you make it complicated, you're not going to do it. So I think if you just make it easy, you'll do it, and then you'll do more. And so that's the end goal.
Yeah. And you're so right in that, like, that doesn't seem like a big thing. And it's not, right? It's not. But all of those little changes add up in the long run. And it's like, if you just discount it as like, well, that's not a big thing, walking for a few minutes, then you're not going to get the effects. But if it's like a regular thing that you make sort of a routine, it does change things.
Yeah, Marissa, and I feel like it opens the door to more, right? So like that one little walk, then you're going to want to maybe do that, like you talked about earlier, that nature walk with your kids, and maybe that becomes a regular thing, and then the whole family's involved. So it's pretty awesome.
Awesome. All right. So we have some fans in the house here. Tanya saying, hey, Nadia, Kylie and I are ready to do some barre. Self-love is self-care. Great advice always. So true. Yes. Awesome. Okay. So I'm not going to jabber on any longer. I want to get into our class here.
Okay.
So I am going to mute myself so that I don't distract everybody trying to follow along. One other thing that I know is really important to you that I want to mention, if anyone is new to barre or isn't sure about this type of workout, you're really big on modifying if necessary, right? So mamas, if you've never done a barre class, or if you're thinking, oh, I haven't worked out in a while, like, we're all about the modification. Do it at your level, right?
I will definitely be offering modifications, and if it doesn't feel good, please do not do it. You should feel good at the end of this, not beaten up. So
awesome. Okay, can't wait. All right, I'll let you dive in. I'm going to mute myself. You go to it, and I'll see you back here afterward.
All right, awesome. Okay, cool. Okay. All right, guys, here we go. We're going to warm up. Start with your feet a little wider than your hips. You're going to come down and up. Make sure your shoulders are back. We're going to add on here. Get ready to reach to the opposite body. Down. Taking it slow here. Give me 4 more here. Last 2. Last one. Hold here and hold. Get ready to pivot to your right. Here we go. Drive it in. If that's too much, you can do it passive. For 2. Step it in. Switch. Here we go. Drive it in. Last 3, 2, 1. Good job. Stepping in. Open wide. Here we go. Tap and reach. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold here. We pulse it down. Open up. Open and close. Legs warming up here. Last 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Walk your feet in. Roll your shoulders back. Let's grab those water bottles or your weights. And then we're gonna stand with our feet a little wider than hips. Here we go. So you wanna lift the weights no higher than your shoulders. Last 2, 1. Crisscross the arms. 8 more for 8, 7, 6, 5. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold here. Pull it back. So you want to make sure your arms are shoulder height. Elbows are coming back. You have 4 more. Last 2, 1. Hold here. Open and close. Okay, if that's too much, you can keep it lower or go full range. You have 3 more. 2, 1. Good job. Shake it out from the top. Here we go. Up, down. So you're not in front. You're at a V. Guys. 3, 2, 1. Crisscross. Good. You're doing awesome. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Good. 1. Here we go. We pull it back and forward. So we pull back. Try not to go too far back. Right at that shoulder point. Last 2. Last 1. Here we go. Open and close. Down and up. 4 more. Last 2. Last 1. Shake it out. We're adding on here. So come a little wider. We're going to add the lower body. Here we go. Down and up. That's 4. 5, 6. Too much. You can always drop your weights. Here we go. Crisscross. Pulsing down. 7, 6. Yep. You have 8 more. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Pull it back, down and up. So when you come up, try not to lock your knees. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Open, close, 8. Good. Let's finish it off here. Last 3, 2, and 1. Good job, guys. Drop your weight. Heading over to the bar. Toe is pointed. Outside leg. Let's lift it up. I used to be the one living in the fast lane. I used to be the one who only cried in the rain. I used to work so hard to get it. Awesome work. Hold it up here. The foot now flexes. You come in and out. So flexion in the foot, flat foot versus pointed. Try to have that knee drive right in towards that navel. Last one here, bring it behind, down and up. Good. Last 3, 2, 1. Same leg, bring it forward. So you're still on the same side here. Last 2, last 1. Here we go. Other side, we lift. So you're at if you're at a countertop or chair, you'll either turn around or bring the chair on the other side if you need the support. Here we go. Breathe at the top, flex that foot. Bring it in, take it out. So make sure your hips are facing forward. You can call on your headlights. Good. Last 3, 2, 1. Take it behind. Here we go. Down and up. 2, 1. Same leg. Take it forward. Down and up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Bring your feet side by side. Your heels are going to come together. Come down slow. Come up slow. Too much, come flat foot and keep it shallow, right? Don't go far. Last 3, 2, 1. Pulse it down, down. Good. I want you to hold it here. Flutter. Forward. So your legs are going forward. Forward. Yes. But don't allow the knees to touch. Last 2. Last 1. Take this back. Back. Nice. If you want more, your arms can always come out. 3, 2, 1. Bring your feet side by side so they're parallel. Down and up. Down. Down. So you want to be pressing down. Shoulders away from your ears. Avoid arching your back. Good. Last 3, 2, 1. Hold here. You're going to hold. Keeping those heels up. Last 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Drop your heels. Shake it out. We're coming down to the ground. Okay? I don't want to scare you, but we're about to do planks. They're for 3 minutes. All right? So the first round is yours. However you prefer to hold your plank. Okay? So if you're in tabletop and you're modified, you're coming forward, bring your navel into your spine, and you're holding it. If you want more, curl the toes under, lift the knees, hold it. Okay, forearms are always an option. First minute is yours. You're holding it straight up. I will show you and cue you for the second round. So find what works. Everybody up. Here we go. Keeping myself honest, I'm timing you. So remember, forearms, if you have wrist issues, if your wrists hurt, you can always open your hands nice and wide to support or make a fist. You have to play around to figure out what works for you. And hey guys, don't forget, modifications, totally good. You're more than halfway there. Make sure to keep your shoulders out of your ears. Keep your back nice and flat. Take breaks when needed. Less than 10 seconds. And rest. Good job. Come back. Shake it out. Rotate your wrist if you need to. Here we go. Second round, 30 seconds. You're holding a plank. For the second 30, it's out, out, in, out, out, in. If you're modifying, you're here, and you'll just do it with a tap out from the knee. Okay? You can mix it up. Decide what works for you. This is your workout. Here we go. Second round. Come on up. Hold it. 30 seconds. You're almost there. Hold on to it. Drop to your knees if you need to. Take a breath. And then pop back up. Here we go. Out, out, in. So they're little stomps. Okay? If you forgot modification, just let it flow with a tap out. Okay? With planks, you want to make sure wrist, elbow, shoulder is under your body to properly support you. And rest. Good job. Look at that. You're almost there. One last round. Okay? You hold for 30. Okay? And then you come into hip drops. Too much? Come on your knees. You can do it here, or more preferably on your forearms, and actually drop here. That'll be better for you. Okay, here we go. Come on up. 30 seconds. Hold that plank. You're almost there. You're stronger than you know. Hold it, ladies. As another flavor, can you prove to me I'm not a stranger? Think about the angle. Push yourself, but listen to your body at the same time, right? If your body's saying, not tonight, then not tonight. Here we go. We're coming into those twists. We're dropping it. "15 seconds left. You got this. You got this. I'm proud of you. I can't see you, but I know you're working. Let's go." And rest. Sit back. Lengthen those arms. Take a breath. Take water, please. Breathe out. And let's swoop our legs around, towel off, and we're coming flat onto our back. Okay? Both legs are gonna come up, and then you're gonna drop them into a tabletop. Okay?
She don't wanna stay sober.
Alternating scoops.
And she drive a Range Rover. Yeah, she always
So
got
make sure you pause at the top.
Yeah.
Pause at the top. Keeping your toes pointed. You can imagine like you're scooping something with the tops of your foot.
She drive a Range Rover. Yeah, she always got
You have 3, 2,
and when the sun goes down, you
1.
already know.
Zip the legs together. Here we go. Do it together. Both legs and pause. Allow it to flow. Try not to rush. If you need to take some pressure off, lift your legs a little higher. Make the scoop small. Okay? Does it feel good? Shouldn't feel like torture. Good job. You have 3 more. 2 and 1. Good job. Let's lengthen those legs, make them nice and straight. Alternating leg drop. Let's check our core in here. Make sure the small of your back is pressed into that mat. If it isn't, you need to lift your legs up a little higher and re-engage. And we don't want to feel it in our lower back. We have 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Let her kick. Take it out. Nice.
On a weekend at the Louis store. She just spending time,
8,
don't know what she looking
7,
for. Got a new
6.
apartment living on
Nice
the
work.
top
Last
floor.
2
She
and 1. Underneath your chest. Rock side to side. Coming back into that tabletop. The feet are now flexed. Okay? You're pushing away. So it's very similar to bicycles, except we're not adding that rotation. You're pushing away. You're pushing someone away. Keep your foot flexed for 3, 2, 1. Zip the legs together. Here we go. Push it out together. 8 rolls of pie, right? You want to take the pressure off. Lift your legs up higher. If you want to engage your lower abs a little more, drop them a little lower. Whatever feels right tonight. Good. Last 2. Last 1. I want you to hold it out. We're hovering the legs here, so it's nice and stiff. For 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Hug your knees to your chest. Rock side to side. Let's place our feet flat onto the mat. Okay? We're going to come into our seat work. Let's just do some engagement here. So remember I talked about the small of your back. You just want to rock your pelvis back and forth. And then as you rock it back, you'll feel the small of your back press into the mat. We want to keep it there. Now we want to lift those glutes up. Okay? Make sure we're engaging the right muscles in this move. Your feet are hip width apart. You're doing great. So you're just tapping on the mat and coming back up. Good. 3, 2, 1. Let's add that pulse. We stay up. We're pulsing up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe here. Up and in, down and in. Up, down. So it's super, super small, that movement. Good. For up and down. Remember, take a break when you need, but come back. We're almost done. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here and pulse again. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up. Now I want you to walk your feet towards your glutes 1 inch. Another inch. If you can, pop your heels up. Here we go. Down and up. If that doesn't feel good, go back to flat foot. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pulse it up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here. Up and in, down and in. For 8, 7, 6. You're killing it. Last 3, 2, 1. Hold it here. Adding on. Right leg open to the side. Left leg open to the side. Alternate it. Right, left. It's very small. Good. Keeping those heels up if you can. Last 3, 2, 1. Hold it center. Hold it up. Up. Yes. Keep it up. You should feel the warmth activating in those glutes and even in your legs. Hold it here. Up and in. Up and in. Down and in. Up. Down. You're doing great. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up. Hold. Hold. Keep those heels up. And drop. Good job. Hug your knees to your chest. Rock side to side. Look at that, ladies. We're done. Shake your legs out. We're going to gently roll on over to come onto our stomach. Okay. You're going to reach back with your left hand to reach for that left ankle or the top of your foot. If you're not able to do that, no problem. Reach the fingertips back. As your flexibility increases, you'll be able to reach for that foot. For 3, 2, and 1. Release. Other side. Let's mimic that action. Beautiful work. And let's keep that foot there. Let's go back on that other side. And let's see if we can bring our thighs and chest off the mat. Again, if you're not there, you're not feeling it. Good job, guys. Release. Push yourself up and back into a child's pose. Take a deep breath. Walk your fingertips over to the left. Feel the stretch on the side of the right side of the body. Deep breath. Exhale. Let's walk it over. Other side. Good job. Come back into the center. Walk your hands toward your chest. We're now in tabletop. I want you to take a deep breath in, rounding out your back, pushing down into the floor, just like a cat. And exhale to arch your back and release. Good. Let's do it again. Deep breath in, rounding out your back. Don't be afraid to exaggerate the actions here. And exhale to release. And last one here. Deep breath in. Palms pushing down. And let it go. Good job. Gently sit back on to your seat. crossing your legs. Take your right hand, place it down on the mat. So you're either here on your palm, maybe over to the side. Keeping that chest open, try not to turn down to the mat. Take a deep breath, exhale, swing the arms over. You're so proud of yourself. Give yourself this time tonight. Come back into the center. Let's round out our back by releasing our fingers, rounding out the back. Deep breath, exhale, shoot your arms up and shake it out. Wonderful, wonderful work. So we're going to come into our meditation now. You can stay seated here, or if you prefer to lay down, now would be the time to do that. Whatever you choose, just feel good. Close your eyes. Wipe the sweat off your brow. Allow your shoulders to drop, seated or laying down, wherever you are. I'm going to walk you through the meditation now. Wherever you are, close your eyes now. And we're going to start with a nice deep breath in through our nose. And exhale to release. When you release, you can release with parted lips. Deep breath in. Allow your ribcage to fill. Exhale to let it go. Beautiful. I'm going to ask you to take one more deep breath in, and when you hold it, I want you to hold it a little bit longer than you did for the last 2 rounds. And let it go. So whether you're laying down or seated, imagine yourself becoming one with the mat. If your shoulders are rounded, allow them to fall back into the mat. If you feel a space between the small of your back and the mat, allow it just to sink. And if you're seated, bring your shoulders down. Allow your sits bones to melt into the floor. And I'm going to read to you one of my favorite meditations. Remaining with our eyes closed and a rhythmic breath. Today I choose happiness first. I choose to start and end the day with gratitude. I choose to fill everything in between with gratitude. Gratitude is the quickest way to place positive energy in the world. And whatever I give out is what I attract. Something I'm grateful for in this moment is just being present. I'm blessed beyond measure. I have everything that I need to be successful. I have goals and aspirations that I'm working toward, but I'm joyful at this moment in time. I will work for ways to be inspired. I will get out of my comfort zone and I will learn something new each day. I will recognize that each of these elements that challenge me also empower me. I'm resilient. I'm happy. Allow those words to sink in and think of one way right after this session that you can empower some of those words. Maybe writing 3 things you're grateful for before you go to bed. Or imagining something that challenges you and see how it empowers you. Whatever it is, hold it close to your heart now as we end class. If you're laying down, allow yourself to become present in the room by wiggling your fingers or nodding your head side to side. And gently roll onto your side, facing your computer into a fetal position, keeping your eyes closed. Don't rush it. And ever so gently push yourself up into a seated position. Once you're there, facing the computer, let's take one last big shoulder roll back, allowing our shoulders to graze the bottom of our earlobes. Opening up that chest nice and proud, and let's reverse it. And together we take a deep breath in over our head, allowing our fingertips to touch at the top. And then we gently bring our hands down to heart center, keeping our eyes closed. And at the count of 3, we open our eyes. 1, 2, and 3. I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for coming out tonight and putting in all your hard work. Your body thanks you, your mind thanks you, and I thank you. Thank you so much, everybody.
And we thank you. That was amazing. That was so great, Nadia. Thank you so much for that. And I love the way you ended class, the gratitude especially. To be perfectly honest, I had kind of a cranky day, as we all do sometimes. Yeah, absolutely. So it's just so nice to like feel that reminder, and I'm going to take your advice. I'm going to write down 3 things I'm grateful for. Wow. My notebook's right on the other side here, and that's going to be the way I end the day after that great class. So that was amazing. Thank you so much.
Well, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. I'm so glad you enjoyed it.
Absolutely. It was fantastic. Audrey says, thank you. Great class. Yeah, it was just such a nice way to end the day. And I haven't been able to get in the time this week for myself that I kind of needed. So this was perfect. And I know so many of you mamas are with me in that. So this was amazing. Thank you so much for being with us tonight. So great. Yeah, it was awesome. And just before I let you go, everyone can find you on our website. We have a whole article about tonight's class and about Nadia. But if people want to find you on Instagram, Facebook, things like that, they can find you there as well, right?
Yes, at Nadia Murdoch on Instagram. And then if you check my bio link, you can find all the good things I'm up to, including my weekly classes and events and all that good stuff.
Awesome. Amazing. Cecil says, happy face, heart eyes. So she loved it too. So yay. Glad you were with us. And Sin, glad you made it also. Glad you guys enjoyed it.
Thanks, Cynthia.
All right, Nadia, thank you so much. It's just fantastic. I know we can all go to bed now feeling like we did something for ourselves. It's just like a really, really nice feeling to kind of have that moment of self-love. So thank you for giving that to us tonight. We so appreciate it.
I love how we always reconnect, Marissa. We always
Yes, I know for so many years now. It's so nice. All right, Nadia, we'll talk soon. Have a great rest of your night.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye. So that was awesome. I'm so glad you guys liked that. As always, we love to hear from you about what you guys think, guests that you'd like to see, topics you'd like to cover. So please let us know in the comments or write to us with what you'd like to see next week. And we also have our weekly poll up on the site every week about what we're talking about for NG Mom TV Live. So give that a look. Please answer our poll. It always helps us kind of get a sense of what you guys are thinking and feeling and what you want to hear and talk about related to our topic each week. So thank you all so much for being with us tonight, and we will see you back here next Tuesday. Bye.